Hello and welcome to another episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date, being thrifty over 50. I'm your one host, Jay.
And I'm your witchy pig tonight. Ooh.
And I know y'all don't see me yet because I wanted to...
Watch out.
Let me turn my camera on.
Ghosts and goblins in the house. We hope. There.
Oh!
Where did you find that? That is cool.
What's happening, everybody?
Did you thrift it? Is that something
I got it at a garage sale, but it sits nicely on top of a tiki outside of the front door. So.
Oh, well, yeah. That's so cool. Very cool.
So that's a new decoration.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Mom got it. Of course, Mom always is in the mood. You know, any reason to dress up, Mom's there. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Got to do it. Got to have my lights. Got my lights on my shirt. There we go. Walmart, you guys. If anybody's looking for a cute shirt, got mine at Walmart. So there you are. And the Browns still suck. I think I'm going to have to throw in the towel.
Yeah, I lost $25 today.
Did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a bummer.
sorry. Yeah,
That's a bummer. But hey, you know what? What are you gonna say?
Well, I don't know if you heard the news, but Ty Lue got fired from the Cavs today.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's gone. We start out 0-6. Bye bye. You would think Jackson would have been gone when you went go 0-16 and 0-31 or whatever in the hell it was. Oh well, only in Cleveland.
To be a Cleveland sports fan.
Oh, I tell you, it's hard, you guys. Those of you,
it's rough.
Yeah, I envy those of you with good teams. Oh boy, it's hard being a fan, but I'm always there, like a dummy. Well, I just want to kind of, before we get into our show today, because we haven't been on the air since we were at Ecom Chicago, and I just wanted to say it was a great what's the word I want? Conference. Conference. Yeah. I mean, Rich and Nyla and Mark and Robin put this on every year, and I just thought this year was even better than the past ones. The content was terrific. Speakers were good. We had such a variety of speakers this year, of course, including Jason and John Lawson and Chris Green, and just really, really good. And then at the end of the conference, the very last thing was a panel of sellers that sell in different areas and do different things. And Jason was there, and John Lawson was the MC asking questions. Of course, the audience was asking questions. Chris Green was there, and a couple other ones. The girls, and I forget their names. Jason, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Robin Johnson and Barbara Boschen.
Yeah, and then they were great, and that was really good. So a good way to cap off the conference, with the Q&A and a lot of great questions and a lot of great prizes and giveaways. You guys, I mean, those of us that live in the Midwest, this is such a great one to attend. And I hardly saw anybody there from Ohio besides us, me and Chris and Julie Brown. I don't know if there's anybody else from Ohio. It's so close, you guys. It was a nice one to attend. So again, hats off to them because they do put on a good event every year. It's a lot of work.
A lot of fun, and they added a coach's corner this time.
Yes.
So first day you could spend 8 hours going from coach to coach to coach, and that's worth well more than the price of admission right there. So
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of great content this year. Lots. I took tons of notes. Always learning. Even if you come away with one or two things, to me, it's always worth it. And I know we'll talk about this later. But, with your stuff coming into Cleveland, I mean, I know Mom's going to do things to learn better because I'm sure there's things I'm not up to par on,
Oh, I'm sure of that, Ma.
Well, I'm positive of that. There's no doubt in my mind.
I almost didn't allow one of your scores today because I was like, where's this in the title? Where's that in the title?
Yeah, I mean, Jason, I didn't know if that was allowed because they don't allow you to put in like new or as new. No, what was it? Like new, I think is the one that I got pulled on. Like what? New. Yeah. I was doing a listing today, and I said I think I said like new. Maybe those are not my exact words. And I got the little red, a message that says you cannot allow that in your title. So that's why I'm a little hesitant on what to put in the titles.
Well, let me ask you this: why were you putting like new in your title? I would never put like new in my title.
I don't know if I exactly said that, but because I don't think they've ever been worn. what I was working on with some pajamas, some Nick and Norm pajamas, and they're brand new, I'm sure.
All right, well, that's a condition. That's not for your title. That's a condition.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true, I suppose. Yeah, I was just trying to enhance it because I had room left and I didn't know what else to say about the garment. So I went ahead and put in, like new, and they, nope, can't do that. So out.
Nope.
Yeah, mommy's always learning, always. That's for sure. So,
well, speaking of learning, what are we doing today, Mom?
Yeah, well, I hope we're here to help newbies and veterans. I mean, because like I say, I've been doing it for 8 years, but boy, I'm still learning. And so we hope you guys have some questions out there. We're going to cover some of the things that we think a new person kind of needs to get started. But if you got any questions, please put them in the chat for us, everyone, and we'll do the best to get them answered.
And while we're waiting for any questions, and hello, everybody. I see in the chat, Dave, Chris, John, Angela, Tina, Marianne. Hey, Marianne, how you feeling? Marianne had a little boo-boo at the end of the ecom. So I want to know how you're feeling. But yeah, so we're looking for questions. But in the meantime, we decided we'd go over some terms that sometimes people don't know. And even though we have a nice file of acronyms in the Thrifting Board, people don't ever go to the files. And even Mom's like, where do I find the file?
I know. I was guilty of that because I haven't
those files all the time. There's all that good information there for you.
I know. I should, because it's something I don't do often enough. And I'm sure those of us in the Thrifting Board, how often do you go to the files? Because, gosh, everybody, they're there. There's a lot of great information right at our fingertips. I mean, really,
All right. So what's the first term that we're going to go over?
Well, how about good old FOMO? Now, you've heard us say it how many times? Many. And do you actually know, those of you in the chat, and I know we've got some veterans, what does FOMO stand for?
What does FOMO stand for? Poughkeepsie, go ahead. What's your answer?
All right, we're looking.
Good old Larry King.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, Brenda's in the chat. Brenda, how are you feeling? She's coming along. Brenda's had a rough go lately, and she's we just started be able to drive again after a few months. So I'm glad to see her.
So yes, FOMO does stand for fear of missing out, but not in our world.
Yes, not in the thrifting world.
All right, I'm going to grab an example. I'm going to talk for a sec.
Okay, go ahead. Do you want me to tell them what it is? I can do that. FOMO in our world means freely overcoming mug obstacles. In other words, an easy way to ship our tiki mugs or coffee mugs, whatever we may have out there. And it's the cheapest way and the best way. And I know a lot of people are still not doing it, believe it or not. And we've shown it and talked about it many times. But, So
Dean and Angela have it, but I think this is even better. I never even thought of that. Fear of mailing objects. So,
I like that.
because I see that everywhere on Facebook. People don't understand shipping and are afraid to ship. So basically, I ship all my tiki mugs in an envelope. So is anyone watching right now that does not know this, has never seen this, is shocked by this revelation that I ship?
I know.
I ship breakable mugs in that. Anyone know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, does anyone not know? Anyone watching right now never heard of that?
And in case you don't have the right size box, you can order them from Bubble Fast and use a Scotty stuffer. Right?
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, that's one way to do it if you want.
So this is basically a FOMO that I had demonstrated in a class, and I just didn't unfurl it. You take 3 sections of bubble and a piece of a cardboard box, and you essentially build a custom box around it.
Right.
Don't abuse priority mail supplies. And it just fits perfectly in the padded flat rate envelope. Ta-da! Yeah. So that goes for $6.90 anywhere in the country, including Alaska, Hawaii, Guam, American Samoa, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Right. So, I mean, it's the best way, you guys, and you save some money, because if you're going to ship at regular priority, more than likely, most of the time it's over £1. You have to go to priority. It's going to cost you $8, $9, maybe 10, depending on how far away it's going, So
$6.90 anywhere in the United States and any United States protectorate.
Yep, got to do that.
And if you're afraid of it, my feedback is 100% positive and awesome when it comes to FOMO. Best
Good,
packing ever is the theme that keeps showing up on feedback when people receive it. FOMO. So,
I mean, it's just a great option, and it saves you lots of money. So how can you lose on that?
Exactly.
Deal. Okay. All right, Bolo. We use that a lot. That's an easy one. I mean,
all right, this one shocks me. The amount of people who ask, and not young people. Did none of you watch a cop show in the 60s or 70s? They always put out bolos for the perp. Be on the lookout for a man in a green t-shirt with no hair and a long beard.
Yep. There's your bolo.
It always blew my mind when people I never heard that term. Like, yeah, you never watched any cop show ever?
I know. That's one we use quite a bit, everybody. So,
it means the same, be on the lookout. But in the terms of our world, it means if you find something cool.
What do we got?
If you find this specific version of Rocky Horror Picture Show on cassette, it's worth like $24. So that's a bolo. Be on the lookout for this version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So that's what a bolo is.
Exactly. All right. So let's see.
All right. So I was hoping for some questions from the audience. So anyone watching right now, have any questions, new or old, it doesn't really matter. But I do know I've been watching the chat in our group and other groups. There's a lot of new sellers showing up. So
yes, quite a bit. In fact, I hope your aunt is watching the show. I'm not sure. She's this is my sister Patty, who wants to finally learn how to sell on eBay. She's been after me. She's way less tech savvy than your mother. So when you come home next week, we need lots of help with Aunt Patty to get her going. Okay. All right.
You ready for that? Click the link and open up YouTube. It's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah. Well, she was in Messenger, but something on her Facebook wouldn't let her go any further. So, she panics and doesn't know what to do. So, but I feel for her because I know the feeling. So if anybody else is out there that's new, we understand. Listen, it's not easy, because my son takes it for granted because he knows so much. But us newbies, we aren't so good.
You ain't new.
Well, I still learn. I'm still learning.
You ain't new.
I'm still learning. All right, what do we got next? Can you talk about adding your item specifics? Huge eye opener. Okay.
So how many of you have never added a custom item specific? So before we go any further, I'll look at the chat and see how many of you, let's see a show of hands of people who have never, ever added a custom specific, an item specific. Have you, Ma?
I'll
take that as a no.
I'm trying to remember, but not recently, apparently.
Yeah, if your answer isn't yes or no right off the bat, it's pretty much no.
Yeah, no, probably I'd say no.
All right, so Jeannie hasn't added a custom item specific, and the other everyone else watching has, because that'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Angela does now. She had until she took my class.
Okay. See,
nice postcard guy. Uses custom item specifics all the time. Look, the custom item specific, it's the magic. Because when someone searches for something on eBay, eBay reads the title and all your item specifics. So where I use it heavily is when I sell groups of records. So if I sell, let's say I sell 10 Metallica records in a group, I can only fit like maybe 3 or 4 titles in the title. Right. But I can use a custom item specific and add. So say I get 4 titles up in the title.
Okay.
And then I can add a custom item specific and say I could call the header album number 5, and then I can write Ride the Lightning, and I can do another one, album number 6, Creeping Death, and then I can add another one, album number 7, Sane Anger. So all the titles will show up in the search. They just don't have to be in your title. And so that's where the magic of custom item specifics, because you can get so much more eyeballs on your stuff by using those to your advantage.
Oh, well, I guess you'll be teaching that to Mom next week for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I don't think I've done it, Jace, now that you talk about it, honey. I don't think I have.
Yeah, so.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
And I forget I forget. Obviously we don't know what questions are coming, but we used something this week where my assistant's like, I just couldn't fit in the title. I'm like, yeah, all we got to do, look. And I had told her this, but I don't think she had seen it in action. So we just added a custom item specific. We rewrote the title so it ran a little smoother, and then the information that we couldn't fit, we added as a custom. And although it's not visually up there, it still gets searched, and so it'll still come up if someone searches that.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
So Jeannie wants to know where that is on the listing. So when you're doing all the item specifics on the listing, you can add. Let me see if I can find one real quick. You can add to any listing. So here, I'll just grab one of my current.
All right, yeah. Let me see this.
My current listings. All right, we'll see what's active here. Let's grab whatever the first thing is. Make sure I'm just in my United States one, since I list in many different countries.
Okay.
All right, come on. Come on, slow eBay. Nice. Yeah, so Judy used it for the dog puzzle. She added all the breeds.
Oh, how cool.
All right, so let's say I was going to revise this Hawaiian shirt, and let's say all these surfboards have specific names. They really don't, but let's pretend they did, just for giggles, okay? So when you go to revise, come on. This would be so much better if eBay would be faster. Okay. Okay, so here's your item specifics, and it has, already, because it's a casual button-down shirt, you already have brand and style and size type. And right here where it says add your own item specific.
Oh, I have done that.
All right. Where's my board? So say I could put surfboard number 1, and I could write, I don't know anything about surfboards, but we'll say one of them's called the Duke.
Okay.
So if I do that, now Duke will be searchable in my title. I mean, you won't see in the title, but if someone says, I want a shirt with Duke surfboards, this would now come up.
So, and we could put in like a longboard. You know what I mean?
And I think there is a maximum amount of item specifics you could add, but I've never hit it. I'm sure some have.
So when you do your CDs, Jason, do you put all your titles there then?
Well, if I'm doing groups, yeah. And usually when I do groups, it's usually on records or tapes, not so much CDs. I don't do too many groups of CDs.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. All right. How about the good old Sarah? Come on,
all right. Let's see who's paying attention in the group. What does Sarah stand for? And it's not a girl's name. It is not Sarah Smile. Maximum item specifics is 25. Thank you, Treasured 5.
Right. Thank you.
What does Sarah is something I want you to do?
Yes. This came from Jason, actually, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we got one from Susan. I see Susan.
All right. So what I mean by that is when you're at the thrift store, smash and rub away. All right. That could be something new. Smash and rub away. Okay. So there are a few brands that make tiki mugs that are just shitty mugs. And one thing, and I'm glad we brought this up, one thing where people get confused is they think that if it says made in China, it's automatically Sarah. That is the furthest from the truth. There, Ma, show the mug you're drinking out of.
Oh, okay.
You know what's even funnier about that, Ma?
What? And you got the same one?
No, well, that's what's in this box that I grabbed. That's
now I can't.
So that is the Frankie Stein mug from Frankie's Tiki Room, made by Tiki Farm, one of the major producers of tiki mugs, but they make most of their mugs in China. So it is not the fact that it's made in China. Mung Tiki, another big time producer, they make some mugs in China. It is the brands that make them in China. So we ask you to, Sarah, smash and run away. Please rid the world of crappy tiki mugs.
Yeah,
what they do is, some of them make up just really poor looking tikis and they're really thin and they're just crappy. Others just steal old looks and just dumb them down. Just horrible. So it's like taking them here. I'll tell you exactly what it's like. You ready? You ready? All right. It's like taking the statue of David and making it this.
Oh, right. Exactly.
That's what they do. The detail and the artwork of the original vintage mugs and the crappy versions they make nowadays, and they're cheap. When people find them used for like $5-6, that's what they sell for new. That's how cheap and crappy they are.
I know. I know.
So that's what we mean by Sarah. Please get rid of those. Now, I don't really expect you to do it, but I've had some of you do it and send me some videos. It is so great. I've done it, but please pay for it if you're going to do it.
All right,
Chris Green did it in a store once, and it was way louder than he expected by the look on his face.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of pushed it off the shelf. He did pay for it, but yeah, he was like, "Oh, that was way louder than I expected."
How about Li-Fi? Li-Fi, however you want to pronounce it.
Lifey. What's Lifey stand for?
Okay, chat, we're giving you a second. And some of these other ones, Jason, that I'm going to go over, I'm just going to, these are things that the newbies should know. I assume some of the veterans should know, but while we're waiting for them to give it, like BIN in your as a buy it now, VO, best offer, FP is a fixed price. Oh no, hello. EUC, excellent use condition.
Yeah, I hate that term. I've never used it. I've never searched for it.
Either. I don't know about that one. It just looks like it's a foreign type of thing or something to mom. It just doesn't like it goes.
A couple of people in the chat got it. List it and forget it.
Right.
So many people will list an item and then they'll be like, "Oh my God, it hasn't sold yet. It's only had 7 looks. What am I doing wrong?" And then we'll ask, "How long's it been listed?" And they're like, 3.5 days. What?
Yeah,
now,
I know.
If you list the right products with the right titles and good pictures, just let it sit. Let it marinate for a little while. Don't get worried about it 3 days in. You can worry about it 3 months in, and then maybe do little alterations, or 6 months. But it's the people who think they could be new, they could be impatient veterans. They think like everything should sell in 3 days. I mean, I wish that was the case, but it just
we do, but it doesn't. So yeah, especially I can remember when I first started. Oh, of course we started out with auction listings rather than buy it now, and so we were watching our items because we didn't have that much up. Now, when you get up into the hundreds and thousands of items, you can't do that. It's just impossible. So, that's you just got to put it in, forget about it. And then about a year down the road, when you want to revamp your listings, then you do that, In fact, I've been working on that. I got more to go. How about one of the let's see. I got one more here. Let's do, we did Bite Now. We did, how about TRS? Top rated seller. I mean, that a lot of people don't know that. Just, those of us that are top rated sellers, of course we understand it, but newbies and other veterans might not know. Once you reach that status, it's top rated seller.
What's happening at your house? What was that?
I don't know. Dad ran into something. I hope no tiki mugs broke.
I know. I was like, holy cow. Did Frankenstein just show up?
Just said it didn't sound good. So, all right. So that's just some of the acronyms. I mean, if you really want the whole list, guys, go into the thrifting board and go into documents or files and search for it. It's there. But my thought, Jason, when Mom was starting to make some notes, I mean, as a newbie, if you're just starting out, a couple of things I think that they need to have. They need to have their supplies. They need to know how to source, where to source. The thing that, we always recommend as a new person starting out when they're sourcing is to buy and thrift things that you know about. Don't go into something you don't know about. I mean, look how Dad and I have grown over the years, because we've got out of our comfort zone. But when you start, the comfort zone is the best place to be. Know what you're selling, before you start venturing out and learning like we have from all the wonderful people in the thrifting board,
All right. So everyone who's watching, who has never been into the file section of the thrifting board or any group?
Oh yeah.
Now, not every group utilizes their file section, and I think we are one of the best in terms of having so much awesome content that's easily found, as opposed to trying to search through posts. But I see it all the time in my tiki groups. People ask the same questions over and over and over and over, and people answer. But as a group leader, I'd be like, why not? And I don't lead any of the tiki groups. Why not create a file for this post that shows up probably once a week? Right. And that way, I mean, spurring discussion is always good, but spur discussion on stuff you haven't discussed. You know, it's reinvent the wheel is just ridiculous. It's a waste. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I know. I mean, and it's all right there. I mean, it's just amazing, you know, what you guys have put together for everybody.
Because what happens is, hey, I'm going to Austin. Is there any tiki bars? And then people give answers. And then 5 days later, someone else is like, hey, I'm going to Austin. Is there any tiki bars? I'm like, why you keep doing this over and over? So I actually have an idea that I'm going to implement in all the tiki groups, but that's the file section. So everyone in the chat is saying, oh, love the files. But in case you watch after the fact, you're not watching live, and you know where the files are. If you're on a computer, they're right here on the left. So here we are on the thrifting board, and we'll click on the files. Oh, stop calling me.
My.
And here are all the files. And so you like here. For shipping frequently asked questions regarding flat rate envelopes. So you just click on that, and there's a whole file about what you need to know. It's got a link to the DMM to show when you have one of them pain in the ass post offices that think that your padded envelope needs to be flat sized and not flat rate. You'll be able to show them in their own manual where it is. So make sure you're definitely utilizing the file section in any group you're in, especially if they use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's so beneficial. I couldn't believe all the stuff that was in there. I mean, really, it's just so nice to have.
And I want to give a big shout out to Tina because she is watching us from all over the world. She watched us from Germany last week. She's watching us from Austria this week. So where are you watching us from next week? Sweden? Where are you going next?
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
Awesome. So any other questions? I mean, we were hoping to answer some questions.
Yeah, we really were.
And we had one good one. So
yeah. Just a couple other things for newbies. Make sure as far as supplies, you want to have your boxes, poly mailers, your puff pillows, peanuts, bubble wrap, tape, labels. One thing, and I've said this before, but I'm going to give out my little tip. Where I get my manicures and my pedicures every week, not every week, but when I go, the gal there saves me all her boxes that she gets on all of her supplies for her shop. And I can't tell you the amount of puff pillows that I get from her, because when she gets her polish and stuff, apparently they must package them with the puff pillows. So those of you who regularly go to your manicurist or your pedicurist, ask them to save their boxes. I come home with a load like you can't imagine. And sometimes I got tons of peanuts from her. So there's my tip for today, you guys, is check with where you get your nails done. Guys too. I'm sure some guys go as well. So, it's a great.
I got my nails done for Halloween. So since I don't have an orange shirt on, I might as well show my nails.
Well, got the orange toes going.
There we go.
There we go.
Orange with sparkles.
Only my kid, huh?
And even my girl goes, "Oh, that's pretty." She likes my orange and sparkle combination.
I like it. Let's see. What do I have here? I know we'll be talking more down the road about, good titles, and make sure your photos are in the square mode. What you can ship for media mail, what you can't ship for media mail. We've gone over that from time to time, but the list is there, Jason. It was in the files. I saw it. There's a couple of theirs that I wasn't too sure about, and that was answered there. I mean, you can do coloring books, which I wasn't sure about in media mail, along with your cookbooks and comic books and those CDs and DVDs, as long as they are not blank. They have to have, music on them or recorded or whatever.
That's what people don't understand when you're shipping media mail. Yeah, can I ship these blank tapes? The whole word is media. So if it's blank, it ain't got no media.
Right.
It's one of those things where I look at people who ask that. I'm like, media. It means it has to have it.
Right. I mean, it can't be blank.
You can't say this is a book that hasn't been written yet.
Right. And
could, but guess what? It won't work.
Magazines are a no-no because they have other advertising content and so forth. So that's a no-no. Let's see. Chris has got a question here. He says, Peg, a huge thing is weighing something before you list it. People post every week that they, paid $100 more for shipping, or ask where they can find a box after it's sold. So yeah, that's really important.
Well, I'm going to say, Chris, I weigh nothing before I list it.
Yeah.
Unless it's big and obtuse. Other than that, for the most part, I've been selling the same shit all the time: jeans, CDs, tiki mugs, T-shirts. So I know all the weights, but I understand what you're saying, especially if you're new. Don't just list something, have it sold and paid for, and then go, where am I going to get a box for a 7-foot item? Like you can't. And that you're right, Chris. That happens all the time. So if you are not prepared, don't list. Do
right. And if you don't have an ace like Big Daddy to Frankenbox, be careful. You know, I mean, because
she might be watching us from Iceland.
On
the next show.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. It's going to Berlin tomorrow, she says. That is just fabulous. Just fabulous. So any other questions out there? I mean, we could go on and on about newbies, but
Dave did say explain global shipping to the newbies. So eBay has this program called the Global Shipping Program that I do not partake in for a variety of reasons. One is I can ship just fine internationally on my own. And number two is a lot of educated international buyers will not buy from people, from sellers who use global shipping because they end up paying more for sellers who use global shipping. Now, if it's something fragile and or expensive, I'd probably use global shipping because they're responsible for it. The way it works is you ship it to Kentucky and then they ship it off for you. So once it gets to Kentucky, it's on them to get it to the customer. But it costs more for a lot of the customers, and
it does.
Shipping an item from here to Maine, I'm going to ship it no differently than I'm shipping it to Iceland. It's going to be packed the same way. It's going to be shipped the same way. It's going to be slapped with a label. The label's going to have a few extra words on it, being international, but it's not that hard. Super duper easy to ship internationally. I've been shipping internationally for 18 years, and back then it was different. You had to teach yourself how to do it, and you had to fill out forms and wait in line. And then they would stamp things and tear it off and hand it back to you. And you got to hang on to it and you got to keep your fingers crossed that it actually worked. Nowadays, it's all automated. Super simple.
And those of you, if you're still out there and you're not doing international shipping, why not? It's not hard. It's simple. It's easy. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just as simple as regular shipping as far as I'm concerned. So, if anybody's not too sure how to do it, ask us. We'll be glad to help you. I mean, that's why we're here. Got to do it. You have to ship internationally or you're losing a ton of customers out there.
So Chris says, what's up with the changes to shipping to Australia? I don't think I've shipped anything in about 2 weeks to Australia. So what's happening, Chris, that I should be aware of when I ship my next item to Australia? Because I haven't shipped anything in a little while there. So I don't know. I do know they had some.
Oh, Tina did 5 items internationally. Good for you, Tina.
Nice. Did they have some change in their postal rates or something? I don't know. I remember vaguely hearing something, but I forget what I heard.
All right. Okay. Well, keep us posted on that when you find out.
Yeah. So I'll see what Chris has to throw in there.
Put it in the chat for
All
sure.
Right, let's get right to a little housekeeping before we get to fun and shenanigans like embarrassing photos. Yay, I got my class coming up this weekend. So in 5 days.
I know.
I'll be home in Cleveland teaching my classes November 2nd and 3rd. If you
wear your woolies, wear your woolies.
If you have not signed up yet, www.classwithjason.com. November 2nd, we spend all day in the thrift store. Not all day. Let me rephrase that. November 2nd, we spend the first half of the day in the thrift store, going section by section, teaching you what to look for, what to skip, hopefully finding tons of goodies, and everything we find you guys get. And then we go hang out at lunch, and then we go hit the tiki bar for happy hour cocktails.
Yep.
November 3rd is the Saturday. We have a meeting room in a hotel near the airport, and that is the classroom class where I'll teach everything A to Z, soup to nuts, how to what you should be finding, how to write quality listings, how to take quality photos, how to add videos to your listing, how to ship, how to understand all the different packaging, how to use social media, how to monetize specialty arbitrage, and so much more. So that is
I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be even good for Mom, because really the last real lesson that I had from you was when you first started Mom on eBay, 8 or 9 years ago. And I was sitting in your office there in Vegas. In fact, I still save the pages, Jason, of everything that we went over, that you were teaching Mom. So I was able to learn how to sell on eBay. So I'm sure with your classes, it's going to be so much more refined.
And I believe you have some handouts for people. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, yep. I made up a workbook. About 3 or 4 classes in, I realized I needed to have a workbook because there was so much content and people were having to write so many notes that they got behind. And so they're writing notes about 3 slides ago, so they missed 2 slides.
Yep.
So what I did was I took the whole presentation and I basically broke it down to what's on the slide. And then that way you can add your own notes to what, you need to remember, so at least there's a jumping off point. So everyone, we also are sponsored by Bubble Fast, and you get some free Bubble Fast supplies.
Oh, that's nice. So yeah, so if you're still thinking about coming and joining us, come and join us both days, one day, whatever works in your schedule. Looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm excited.
And then we do have a question from Midwest Firefly. International shipping. Can you use USPS priority mail supplies when shipping internationally? Does it work the same way? What's different is international shipping first class goes up to 4 pounds. So for the majority of us, we sell a lot of things under 4 pounds. You're not shipping priority. So you will not be using the priority mail supplies. You can ship priority. Of course, it costs more than first class, but in all my years, I have seen that first class international and priority international travel at about the same speed. Yeah. And so to spend extra money or make your customer spend extra money, I don't. But you have, if it's over 4 pounds, if it's 4 pounds and 1 ounce, you got to use priority. So for the most part, most of us are going to be shipping first class international.
All right. And most of the stuff that I've done has been 4 pounds and under. There's been a few instances where it's been over, but they've paid the big buck. I mean, I shipped that skimboard over to, I think it was Israel. His shipping was $152 and he paid it. So, if they want something, they'll pay for it, you guys. You never know. So, but yeah, most of my stuff is 4 pounds and under when it comes to international shipping.
All right. And then one more. Housekeeping is for those of you not in Cleveland, which would be anybody, even for those of you in Cleveland. I am teaching my next webinar, so that means online, on November 20th, 8 p.m. East Coast, 5 p.m. West Coast. I'm teaching all about CDs. So, for instance, I thought I had these all lined up right. Ta-da. All right. So, in these 4 CDs, there's a loser, and a winner, and a winner, and a winner, and you'd be shocked to know which one was the biggest winner.
Interesting.
Steve Miller Band. Most people don't know, but Esquivel, Hawk Nelson, and the Hawaii Five-0 soundtrack. I ain't telling you nothing today, but get signed up to register for the class, and you can sign up for 2 specific things. You can sign up for the class and take your own notes. What I recommend, though, is sign up for the class and also sign up for the notes. What you will get is professionally done notes after the class is over. They'll be transcribed into notes for you that then you could then carry into the thrift store or to the record store. Again, if you try and keep up with taking notes while you're watching the webinar, you'll probably end up missing some stuff. And for those of you signing up for both the webinar and the notes, you will also get a bonus webinar of specifically Christmas music. Now, it is Christmas time. And in this webinar, I'm going to be teaching you how to source CDs, how to use your phone to determine if you should buy it or not, how to go to into record stores and find goodies and thrift stores. But I also have already done a webinar that is just Christmas music specific. So if you sign up for both the webinar and the notes, you'll get the bonus webinar for free.
Nice, very nice.
And there's so much. And look, if you're not selling CDs, here's some of the greatest things about CDs. You can alphabetize them. It's the rare product you can alphabetize and put them on your shelf in alphabetical order. So when you go to pull them, super duper easy. Second thing, they're all the same size.
Yep.
And they all weigh the same weight in the envelope, 4 ounces. So super duper easy to ship. No time involved at all in shipping. So think about things that you got to package up. You got to build a box. Not this stuff. That's the joy. They all are the same size. There are some exceptions. They all weigh the same. There are some exceptions, but they can be filed alphabetically, and you can put a fresh housing on it, and it'll look brand new. So that's another rarity. Like, you can't do that with a pair of jeans. You can't give it a fresh case, but you can on a CD.
Yeah, I have mine. I have my spares that I found at a garage sale. Yep, absolutely. Plus, when you come home, I do have a task for you. I have a bunch of CDs I would like you to go over with Mom, what I can group together, what I can't. I need
All right.
Okay.
All right. So get signed up, register for theclass.com.
Yeah. Come see us. Come see us.
You can enjoy from the comfort of your own home. And those of you who have smart TVs, I would recommend watch. I think you should be able to watch on the big TV. That way you can see the examples even better.
Cool.
But I'll be teaching everything you need to know. I'll be giving you a list that you can hand to your spouse who doesn't thrift, and they can go find some stuff while you're looking at other things. So it'll be a good webinar. So right there at the top says www.registerfortheclass.com. That's where you sign up, Sandra.
Okay, cool. All right. We like that.
Yep. All right. So as we do every week,
all right.
This week I'm going to start with That's My Mama.
Okay.
Now, this was the original photo Mom sent me. I do have to teach her how to edit and make better quality when she's scanning, but I did try to darken. Oh, well, hold on a minute.
Yep.
I'm going to pop you on the screen for a second because I actually made a darker one to make it look a little better. Hold on.
Okay, that's not bad though. That's better than what Mom it was. I think that's because my original picture is so faint.
Desktop. There we go. Oh, this might be the dark one. Hold on.
I think it is, Jason, because the original that I'm holding is a lot lighter.
Oh, yep. I already darkened up. I didn't even keep the lighter one.
So basically, as you can see, every year in our little town of Chardon, one of the things was the contest of painting the windows on some Halloween thing. And so I did that one. I'm not much of an artist, but that was 1957, everybody. And as you can see, I've got a witch on I think it's a vacuum cleaner, I think is what I did. And the old Carlson hardware, Jason, I'm sure you remember it. It's no longer there, long gone. And the person standing over there by that beam there is my sister that I'm trying to that she wants to learn how to sell, and her name is Patty. So that's what that was back in 1957. Look at that coat and the old jeans. You even wearing jeans back then, but you didn't wear jeans for fashion. You wore them because you were working. You know, I mean, this is because I was painting, so I didn't want to get paint on good clothes. So I wore my jeans. So definitely a little different than what we wear jeans for today. Now we wear them with holes in them. Oh my God.
Yep. All right, and then Mama's boy. Oh, you want me to zoom in a little bit more? Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because it's not the best quality photo.
No, it's not. You know.
There you go. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
But the fact that we have it all is amazing.
I know that I even had that picture.
Stacy said they had vacuum cleaners back then.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for usually every week I show you an embarrassing and or cute photo. This week I'm giving you two, a cute and an embarrassing photo. So there you go.
Right.
I've shared my Halloween ones before, so I went a little bit different route. So here I am at homecoming my junior year. And as you can see by my poofy hair, it blended in with the corn stalks in the background.
Yep, that did. Big Daddy's taking a look. He wants to see your picture.
Well, at least it's hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Aurora Garces. She was an international she was a foreign exchange student from the Canary Islands. We dated in the fall of
87, the pumpkin says. Yeah,
87. And that was my sweet ass jacket. I had a skinny tie on. And my hair was huge.
Yes, it was.
All right, so there's my embarrassing photo, and there's my how cute photo.
Oh, you're about 3 there, maybe, Jason.
Look at these pimp pants. I got these white loafers on, and I got my little football t-shirt on, or my little football long sleeve shirt on.
Yep. You got your fall colors on. You're ready there.
Yep. So I thought I'd share those since it is fall and football time. Woo!
Yep. Very nice.
Go Pack, go. All right, let's see your scores for the week.
All right. The reason I'm starting out with this one, this was not my personal item. As some of you know, I do sell certain items for a couple of close friends of mine. And this girl had this Thomas Mann necklace. I recently sold her earrings as well. But I sold it for, I got an offer of $175 and we took it. She said to go ahead and accept it. So my fee on this one was $45. So I really didn't do a whole heck of a lot other than Dad taking the pictures
and then putting them in a nice jewelry box and shipping it out. So to me, that was an easy $45. You know, she has very unique items that she's asked me to sell from time to time. So, you know, but that name you'll want to know, Thomas Mann Jewelry, everybody. Those of you who are out there searching for jewelry. We've talked about Jam's World blouses many times, I think, over the years here. I bought this for $2, you guys, and I did sell it for $35. I took the best offer on that. So Jam's World, always look out for that, guys. I have sold these kind of lamps very well, everybody. If you ever see these at garage sales, and I picked this up for $1 and I sold it for the full asking price of the 19. I've sold every one we've ever found. You know, they're different shapes, they're different things. Some are snails and rabbits and, you know, whatever. So just keep your eyes on those. If you see them at garage sales, I highly recommend you pick them up. Don't have any left for sale because I've sold them all. So it's a good bolo. There's that word. Hey. This is a Chinese checkerboard. How many remember Chinese checkers? Yes. Your father actually picked this up because he thought it was very unique, and we paid $2 for the board, and we ended up selling it for $34.
Nice.
I know. Yeah, it was very heavy. The board was very heavy. So, you know, we had some serious shipping on this. Okay. Now this particular lamp does not work, which I should have put in my title because Jason said I should have.
Or for parts only.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For parts only. I got to remember that next time. Okay, for parts only. What happened was we were at a garage sale, and I saw the lamp, and the guy says, oh, it doesn't work. He says, you can have it. So, of course, I said, well, somebody's going to want this lamp. And I said, plus, we had one at home that was not working. So we brought the lamp home, and Dad just lifted out the head and switched him over to the one that we had, and it lit up. I was so excited. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to try and sell this. Got it for free. Why not? And we got and sold that sucker for the full asking price, and it went to Canada. So she had to pay in shipping. She had to pay $29, Jason. Now, can you imagine?
Oh, Canada.
Yeah, I sold it for the $18. I took a best offer of 18 on that. But I got it for free, and then the poor girl, like I said, it had to go to Canada. So never, I think we've talked about that before. Don't always think it has to be in total working order because people will buy for parts or pieces or whatever. Those of you who know pottery, this is Bennington pottery from Vermont. Always well sought after, everybody. This happened to be a piece left from my mom's collection, Jason, that, you know, mommy just never uses. And I thought, I'm going to see if I can, you know, pull that up and see what I can do with that. And we sold it for $30. I took best offer on that, but always look for Bennington pottery because it does sell well. Finally sold these. I'm so surprised that they didn't sell sooner because they're such a beautiful pair. I originally paid $5 for the pair. I did sell them for full asking price, everybody. And of course, Daddy had to do some serious shipping and packing up to get those out of here. But it cost me, let's see, shipping. What cost me $25 to ship those, everyone, because I figured where they were going. So I made a couple of dollars on the shipping. But Dad's time of Frankenboxing, you know, definitely took some time on putting those together. But you've seen us do it with saran wrap and no saran wrap, shrink wrap,
and some tin foil, and
oh, Lordy. And we've talked about this before. Never, never, never pass up Hadley dishes. They're going to sell, you guys. This happens to be a nice horse platter. I paid, let me see, where is it? I paid a whole $1 for the platter, Jason. I couldn't grab it. Yeah. And I took the best offer of 42 on that. Okay. So Hadley and Jason, show the name again, honey. Just so they're always marked, guys. They're always signed. Hadley is always signed. So make sure that, you know, when you are searching for them, there's the name. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there we go. M.A. Hadley. You know, they're always, her name is always on it somewhere. So if you don't see the name, it's not Hadley. Okay. Just to, you know, make you aware of that. Okay, this was just something that I picked up for $0.25. And, you know, just one of those new in the box things that people never got to using. And I bought it at a garage sale, and I did sell it for full asking price. So my quarter turned into $20.
Of course you got it for
a quarter. I hate you. Oh, you're going to like this one, Jason. I sold the CD. I bought this for a quarter, Jace. But I took a best asking price of 15. I was excited. I just, you know, it'd been up there for a while, so I just said, I'm going to sell it. I sold the CD. I was excited.
Good job, man. Really good job.
Yeah, not bad. Do you like our little holder? for
Yeah,
display?
I would just go zoom in a little bit more. There's no need to see
Okay.
all that excess around it.
All the excess. Okay. All right. So I will definitely do
Yeah,
that
but
next.
no, I like it. Yeah, good job.
Okay. All right.
And that's kind of things I'll be teaching about too.
All right. Good. Cool. And this is my last Hidden Harbor Tiki mug that I did pay $35 for, and I took a best offer of 70, Jay. So, I'm just glad to see it go, and I've made good money on all of these. So, we've always talked about sourcing when you go to tiki bars, and
Yeah, absolutely.
yep, definitely do that. And I did this because I wanted my son to see that I finally sold a music book.
Look at that. You one of your scores this week with a CD, and another one was a music book. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Mommy, you're listening.
I paid $1 for the book, and I ended up. I've had this listed a long time, Jason. I will say that. But I took a best offer of 18. So because they've been up there for quite some time, almost a year, I think. And then I'm going to end up with my biggie. Just sold them last night, actually.
Yeah. When I put this up there, I was like, woo.
I know. You know how many times I have talked about don't pass up your metal TV trays, guys. They sell extremely well. This set happened to be in really nice condition. Bought it at a house sale. It was a garage sale, but they had them indoors. And she wanted $3 a piece for them. So that which would have been 12. I offered her 10, and she took the $10. And as I sold the set for the $125. And Dad again used them in the shrink wrap, and we did some boxing and so forth. I know big items are not the easiest thing to ship, but I think we ended up we were 60 cents short on the shipping because of where it was going. Of course, where it was going. It was going to California. Where else?
Of course.
Yeah. So for me, that's a long haul. But don't pass up your metal TV trays. They sell well. If you find some nice, of course, if they're really rusty, then you got to consider not buying those. But I've done really, really well over the years with our metal TV trays. So that was my big score.
Cool. Nice, Ma. Good job.
Yeah. Thanks. All right. You ready for haul?
Yeah. Oh, real quick. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go right down here and subscribe right now. Because usually I do 2 or 3 shows a week. They're usually hour shows, give or take. I'm going to start doing a lot of shorter videos. I know some people don't have an hour to watch, but I am going to be doing, leading up to the CD webinar, I'm going to be doing videos showing you the CDs I sold for lots of money each week. I'm going to be showing you what I found at like the thrift store, at the record store. And those are going to be 2 to 5 minute videos, 2 to 5 minutes long videos. So make sure you check those out when you see them pop up. So those will start today, actually.
Did you see our new acronym? I think we have to put this in your list. POPAQ. Peg only paid a quarter.
Oh, I like it.
I love it.
Pop-ack.
That's adorable. Thank you, John. That's really cute. Really cute.
All right, let's see the goodies.
Yeah, as I said, it's getting pretty scarce for garage sales around our area because of the weather. So,
wait, what? Northeast Ohio has shitty fall weather? What? That's why I don't live there.
Terrible fall here, everybody. The weather just stinks. But we picked up a few things, so I'll share this. Anytime you see household items, doorknobs, hinges, trying to think of some of the other things about faucets especially. We've done really well with faucets. This was a whole buck, you guys, and it's a decorative handle, and I've got this listed for 20. So we've done really well with things that are newly packaged and haven't been used. So there's that. We hit this sale. Oh God, it was such a cold day. I was freezing. My hands were freezing. I grabbed what I could, and we walked out with quite a bit. But there was things I left on the table that I wish I could have gone back for. But they had one section, and one I've already sold, but I will show these 3 here. They had a lot of old tins, everybody. Okay, as you can see, this Queen Elizabeth and the Duke of Windsor. Duke of Edinburgh. Excuse me. This is her, a souvenir can from her coronation of 1953. And it's in pretty good shape, not very bad shape at all. And all of the tins that I'm going to show you, I paid $1, not a quarter. They wouldn't go any lower.
Oh, $1.
But I do have this one up for, where did I put it? I have this up for $30, you guys. I'm doing my research. So, as we said before, don't pass up on the tins. This one here. Oh, by the way, that was the souvenir. This one here is the world's premier toffee, Thorns candy from England.
and it's got the hunt scene on the front of it. It's not real deep, but real easy to ship these guys. This won't cost much because they're so light weight. Again, I put this one up for $30 and paid $1. And the last one in the grouping is this Dr. Scholl's. Look at that, all these metal tins. These are great, you guys. And there's actually, I don't know if I can get this open, Jason, but the goodies are still inside here.
How old is it?
Well, I couldn't find the year on this one. I don't know, but it's been around for a while. Oh, I can't get the lid open, and I don't want to waste time. But I've got this listed for $16, everybody, on the old metal tin. It's for calluses and bunions and tender spots on your feet, all that good stuff. Dr. Scholl's, okay? Oh, here, Jason, I'll stick with the CDs a little bit.
More CDs.
Yeah, how about that? All right, I picked this one up because it's still newly sealed. And you can see it was 99 cents at the Goodwill. And in my research, this will sell for around $20, hopefully. That's what I'm going to list it for. Yeah, this is Tatiana Emanuel, The Story of Christmas, okay? And then this one was also 99 cents, Jace. The Beatles. It's a double deal. Anthology number 3, Jason. And the CD's in good shape. No, let's get it open the right way.
Pay a quarter?
Yeah, no, 99 cents. Sorry.
Okay.
99 cents. So they're both here. But again, Jason, this looks like it's around a $20 deal on this one.
Okay.
So, hopefully. Okay. All right. Oh, also at that place where my hands were freezing. Yeah.
Is that old?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. One was at Revco, one was at Medic. Okay, this is the old Rinso soaps. They go back, and I've got these listed. Let's see, originally they were $1.47 at Medic on sale. Revco's price was, let's see here, $1.39 back in the day. So you know what these cost today, $4, $5, $10. Prices are high. So I've got these listed for $20 a piece, everybody.
Nice.
I'm hoping maybe like a prop studio might need something like this, That's always cool. Then, look at this, Jace. This one I snuck out by myself one day. I actually was just going to do some errands, and I saw a garage sale sign. I went, okay. I didn't veer off. And I picked this little devil up for $2. And this is a vintage Thomas Collector's Edition of a wood phone replica from 1926. And it all works. I checked it to call out and call in. It works perfectly. And we've got this listed up at $33.99. Pretty cool, huh?
I like it.
I know, I like it because it works. I mean, everything works because I don't have a landline anymore. So I had to take it to my sister's to make sure. I know. I mean, you just don't have them anymore, you guys. Now I found this, Jace, at our restore right near us. Jason, have you ever heard of this place? Rusty Harpoons in Maui?
I don't think so.
I don't either. You know where they were located? At the Whalers Village in Kaanapali?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a dinner plate, and I bought it for $2, but they're selling for between 20 and 30. Now, the thing of it is they're no longer in business, so I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if someone's waxing nostalgic for it, then it's good. Yeah. And if not, then
Yeah, right. Then
you just bought a plate for yourself at that point.
This I bought it, and it's absolutely brand new. I mean, it's really cute. And here's my price tag, still on there. But South Beach, Miami. I mean, it's just a cute beach bag. I mean, I probably won't list it for very high, but it's brand new and it's in great shape. So, anybody that loves South Beach, that will be for them, I'm sure. Then, this past summer, about a month ago, we were doing garage sales in Sugar Falls, Jace, and they were doing their community one. And I came to this one spot that she had a couple of Tommy Bahama shirts and this T-shirt. And she wanted $5 a piece. And I said, no, that's too much. I asked her if she'd go for 2. She said no. Well, then we see this sale listed the other day, and it's exactly the same spot. And I told Dad, I said, I'm going to go see if those shirts are still there. And they were. And so here's my first one. Brand new Freaky Tiki Surf Shack.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that a cute shirt? I wish it would fit Mom. And it's still new with tag, you guys. And the label on this one, Jason, is Vineyard, which I really don't know. Have you ever
I don't
seen
know that. I do not know that brand of t-shirts.
But it's a long sleeve, which is, good time of year for long sleeve. And it's got a nice graphic on there. And that is a marlin, everybody. In case anybody ever needs help with fish, Big Daddy's an expert on fish, huh, Jace? He knows his fish. He really, really does. So there's that one. And then here's a couple of Tommy Bahama shirts that Dad says he wants to keep. So I guess I'm not going to sell these. But they're long sleeve and they're in beautiful condition. And I said, you take $2 a piece. And she kind of hesitated. And she says, oh, yeah, fine. So, I got all 3 shirts for $2 a piece. So that was a really good buy. If I was going to sell the Tommies, I'd probably list this around $30 or so. These are really, really nice, in good shape. Really good shape. Okay. And then, this is at the garage sale where my hands got so cold. And when I had to pass up, you guys, I'm still kicking myself. I just couldn't take it. They had a ton of old perfume, a ton. And I just couldn't do it. I have this nativity set, Jason, of all the different pieces. And if you look on that back, guys, what does that say? Can you guys make it out here? Maybe they can see this one better.
It says M.A. Hadley.
No.
I can't read it.
How about that one? Can you read that name?
Something mold.
Holland Mold. Holland molds are the ones that make, the ceramic Christmas trees. So this is 15 pieces of the nativity set from Holland Mold, and that I bought for $5, but I've got it for 50. So all the pieces are in good shape. So there's 15 pieces of this, and there's others listed. Some are painted in different colors, so just depends on that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. And the reason I bought this one, Jason, it's a Hilo Hattie, but I'm hurting in big sizes anymore. And I picked up this shirt, even though it's just a nice flowered print, but it's a 4X, Jason.
Nice.
Yeah. Honey, like I say, it's just a basic print, but usually when the gentlemen are larger, they prefer not to wear anything too bold and flashy out there. But I bought that for $4.99, and I'll probably list this for around $30, $35. Jason, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, on that. And then Dad picked this up. He wanted me to give this a try. I said, okay. Luckily, it was half price. It's Marvel Comics, and it's what size is this? It's a 2XL. Here, I'll show the back side, Jason. Can you see that?
Sure. I want you to tell me everybody on this shirt now.
Well, I know Captain America. Who else is there?
Yeah.
Let me see.
All kinds of characters on this shirt. It's a badass shirt.
Gosh, yeah. I forget that. I don't know the rest of them. I don't know them.
What?
I don't know who. I've heard this guy's name before, but I don't remember who he is. Who is that guy?
What kind of thing are you holding there?
A shirt?
Everyone who knows what I just did are laughing their ass off right now because his name is the Thing.
Oh, the Thing. Oh, good God. All right. Now, I know the Hulk, of course, and he's on the front.
Let's finish the back first. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. Who's the guy on fire?
Johnny Storm.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know these guys.
The Thing and Johnny Storm are from Fantastic Four.
Okay. Well, see, I'd have to Google them.
How about the other guy?
I don't know. Don't know him.
What's his chest say?
Well, it looks like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of letters. I don't know.
Yeah, what letters?
I can't make them out.
Yeah, you can. No. C.
Yeah. Oh.
Close.
I don't know.
Double D.
Double D. Oh, I don't know. Because I don't watch.
Currently has a TV show in season 3 on TV right now.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
And a Daredevil.
Yes, Daredevil. Ding, ding, ding. I wish I had a bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, hey.
All right. Who's next to the Hulk?
Okay. In the Hulk, I know we got Spidey. I know Spidey. So.
Yeah. And who's next to the Hulk on either side? Actually,
let's see. Let's see here. The guy in blue or no, that's not Wolverine.
Of course that's Wolverine. He's the only one with claws.
Is he the only one with claws? We'll see. Yeah. What the heck do I know?
Well, I guess Sabretooth has some claws too, but. And the other guy is a Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. Okay. Well, that's good. Thanks.
That's a good pickup by Dad. I like that shirt.
You like that shirt? Okay. Any suggestions on price here for Mom?
Well, I look it up, but it's kind of sure I put up for like $50.
$50. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. And the last 2 items, I'm going to have to
probably, well, maybe I can do this. Okay. All right. Can you see this beautiful piece of bamboo here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really gorgeous. It needs a new top, which is no biggie. From what I'm understanding, Pure One Imports does sell the round glass tops. So I'm going to stop there. But Jason, this is a beautiful piece. It's pretty tall. It probably stands, how tall is that? About 3 feet, 3.5 feet. And here's another one. Now that one needed a lid. This one here, oh, this one's even heavier, Jason. I think it's older. I know here, I probably should just turn these things. It'd probably be better. This is, can you see that, honey?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. All right. Now, so this one's got the lid, but like I say, you can just put a piece of, Hawaiian material on it. But are you ready? Those two pieces, they're not a quarter.
I was about to say 50 cents.
Yeah. $1 each, Jason. I just couldn't pass it up. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to put them, even if I can put them anywhere, because I'm so out of room. But they are two beautiful pieces of bamboo, or actually rattan, because of, rattan is what bends. Bamboo does not bend. But if I was to sell these tables, you guys, probably a couple $100 a piece, Jason. I mean, I've priced bamboo end tables. They're priced high now.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting some really, really good money on these. So I don't know. If I find room, I'll use them. And if I not, I'll, put up for sale and probably do local pickup to start off with, because of the size of these. These are really, really big. They're wider than usual, Jace. They spread out, honey. So you'll get to see those when you come next week.
Cool. Yeah, I just, I'll be doing a haul soon too. I just picked up a brand new rattan bamboo tiki bar. And we got in the house and it was bigger than we thought, because also it's been wheels been added to it, so it makes it easier to move around, but also makes it taller, and it's a wider bar than the one we currently have. But it's so tall at this point, Stacy could not make drinks at it.
Well, now Stacy just said in the chat, do we need any end tables?
No.
No. I love it. And then this is the last little thing that Mommy's keeping for herself. I've never seen one.
Cool.
Isn't that cute, Jay? I mean, I picked her up just a quarter item, and she's got her little name there, I guess. I'm not too sure, but she does play, so this is actually from a girl from New Zealand, everybody. And she's got her poi balls there that, maybe you've seen them at different Hawaiian shows. But isn't she cute?
Yeah.
So that stays in Mom's collection. And that's it.
All right. So real quick, this week, Thrifty Business is Thursday. A good friend of mine, Jeff Howard, is going to be our guest. He's an online seller, and we're going to be talking about that. But he has a very cool bonus type job in the month of October. I'm assuming you can probably guess what that is. And seeing how it'll be November 1st, it'll be his first day of rest this whole month. And so we'll hear how the season went. Now, this will be a very unique Thrifty Business, because I will be at home in Mom's office.
Yep.
And Debbie will be here in my office because she'll be in Vegas. So Stacy and Debbie are going to actually start and run the show from here. So I'll be the secondary from Newberry. So it'll be a little bit different. It should work just fine. But
we had to put a disclaimer out there. He lands in Cleveland at 6:30. By the time he gets his luggage into me, it's going to be at least 7 o'clock. We
takes
got
an hour to get home.
So that's 8. Now that's with no problems. If the show runs it late, guys, we'll let you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be a fun show. We'll definitely be talking about selling online. And Jeff was doing AZ, and then he wanted to get more into eBay, so he took my classes. But we're also going to talk about what he does bonus-wise for the month of October. So, and I think hopefully we're going to get some pictures too. So it should be a fun show. So tune in. Like I said, today I'll have up my first kind of short couple-minute video about the things that I'm finding in record stores that are worth good money, good flipping money. And I'll be sharing that with you. And then also I'll be sharing CDs that are selling, and probably some other like records and tapes. Even though I'm only teaching CDs this time, they all kind of go hand in hand. So
right.
So keep your eyes peeled for a video later. And like I said, make sure you subscribe down below. If you've not subscribed before, click the bell. The bell will alert you when I go live or when a new video gets uploaded. And please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, please do. Please do.
If we have any thumbs down, that's people who don't like my mother.
Yeah, that I know. I'm such an awful person.
Oh, look at that. We have 11 thumbs down. Your haters must be out in force today, Ma.
Oh, I know those trolls. I tell you, they got nothing better to do with their time.
You know, I gotta say, there's plenty of people I don't care for. I spend 0 time of my day watching their videos.
I know.
Not even for a second to give them a thumbs down. Like, I got too much other stuff to do. If you got that much spare time, you are just not doing well in your life.
Yeah, I know. And you know, honey, with the way the world is today, can't we all just be kind to one another? I mean, it's gotten so bad anymore that people just want to be out there and just want to hate. I don't know why, but mom's just taken aback with the way our society has turned so much today. It's really, really awful.
All right, come on, give some more thumbs up there. I see over 100 of you watching. We only got 30. There we go. Thank you, everybody. All right, so yeah, stay tuned for the short little videos, and then Thursday night we'll be back with Thrifty Business, and then Mom and I will do a show together from her house Sunday sometime. So all kinds of fun stuff coming up this week, and we just had one more person sign up for the Cleveland class. So don't forget, if you want to get signed up, get signed up now.
Very nice. Looking forward to meeting everybody.
All right. So for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Skeletor.
And I'm Witchy Pig. Woo!
See you, everybody. Bye-bye.